What's good, gamers? It's your boy Rough Diamond here. Welcome back to another one. So Sons of the Forest is finally here, and even though it got delayed slightly, it still got released with some glitches and exploits you can use and utilize to make your experience out there in the forest that little bit easier, that don't ruin the experience. The map is 4 times larger than the forest, and getting around can take some time, but there is a quicker way, and I'm not talking about the 3D printed sled. Simply pull out your crafting book when going down a hill, and your character will start sliding and you can gain quite a bit of speed. And the best thing is, you won't take any fall damage. Just be aware you won't have any control of your character while sliding. This speeds up traversing the map, but I doubt it'll be in the game long, so use it while you can. You can get loot to respawn by simply collecting the loot, saving the game, and backing out and loading back up again. All of the loot you've just collected has respawned back in, meaning if there's something you need a lot of, you can farm it pretty quickly. This means you can basically get unlimited arrows, ammo, and printer resin. This was something you could take advantage of in the forest, and I'm glad it's also in Sons of the Forest. A way you can take advantage of this early game and get one of the best armor sets early is by heading to this cave from spawn. In this cave is a 3D printer with all the parts required to print off tech armor, and you don't need anything to gain access. Simply pick up all the loot including the printer resin, save the game on this bed, and reload your save and rinse and repeat until you get enough parts for a full armor set. This method doesn't take long to do and sets you up from the get-go. Also, don't forget to print off the red mask, as equipping this stops the cannibals from attacking you. Cutting down trees and collecting logs can get pretty laborious, especially if you need to constantly fight off cannibals as well. There is a log duplication glitch you can do which instantly doubles the amount of logs you have, and all you need is a log and a stick. Simply place a log down in free build mode, place a stick to lift up one of the ends, and then knock it over. This will duplicate the log. Now just rinse and repeat. There are other methods, but this one worked well for me. Just remember, I'm sure this won't be in the game long, so get duplicating whilst you can. Freestanding shelves are really useful to have in your base, as you can store nearly anything from your inventory on them, including dried fish and cooked fish. Although they don't use many logs to build, there is a way of building them without using up any logs at all. Simply put down a blueprint wherever you want, pick up a log and insert it into the shelf blueprint. You'll notice even though the shelf is built, you are still holding the log you originally picked up. This isn't really a glitch, but if you find yourself with an abundance of logs you don't have a use for yet, but don't want to lose them, especially the 1/2 and 1/4 logs that don't fit into the holder, simply use free build to place them down like you're about to build something, and the game won't delete them. Also, something to be aware of, if you've got a treehouse in your base and you ask Kelvin to grab you logs, the chances are he will cut down the tree that supports your treehouse. I've tried putting logs around the tree to try and stop him, but this didn't work, and I'm yet to find a way to prevent him from doing this. So I usually cut down lots of trees myself and then ask him to get logs, as he'll collect logs from the ground before he cuts down any trees. But he will eventually start chopping, so keep an eye on him. And one last thing I thought was pretty cool, during the winter, lakes freeze over, allowing you to build on the ice. But don't worry, once the ice has gone, your building will remain floating on the water. As I said, none of these are really game breaking and don't really ruin the experience, but instead give you a helping hand and worth taking advantage of while in game. I'll be honest, I know the Sons of the Forest is in early access, but I was expecting a bit more on release, as the map and the game itself does feel a bit bare bones and empty, a bit like the forest felt on release. I hope they add more very soon, as so much of what was in the first game is missing, and there was great features rumoured like solar panels and electric generators, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But without a doubt, it's a great game with some really awesome mechanics never seen before. Right, that's it for this video. Like if you like, comment and sub. I've been your boy Rough Diamond. Catch you in another video soon. Laters.